everyone, we've got Chris with us. Hi Chris.
Hello everyone.
Right, I'm just, right, let me see. Is it Devil's Advocate? That's Janet McDonald from Canada. Requested that I show how to do the wizard's hat, which I'm going to do. She also wanted me to do, I think it was the wizard's hat holder. Oh, I can't even speak today. I'll have to water it down, I think. if only. Right, yeah, I'm going to show you how to do the wizard's hat. She also wanted me to show you how to do the wizard's stand. Well, I'll do that another night, because I have got some things that's miniature that I'm going to show you. I've just been doing these books. Well, not just, I had the dogs out before. But I'm using the, you know the metal bits, Chris, from Butterbee Scraps?
Yes.
So I'll show you. So this is one book.
Gorgeous.
So it's a way of, yeah, it's just using the hot glue on the corners. And then this is, I think this one was from the Butterbee Scraps, and then a pearl in the middle, and then just going over it with the gold. I haven't done this section yet. I do that with alcohol ink, and I'm going to do these now because they need doing before I put them away. So hopefully, I can get a brush that works. All my brushes want washing. That's sad, that, innit? Me not care. Right, let me get my little pad thing. Pop a little bit of alcohol ink on there. And then this was the book. So I hope you can see this, yeah? And just brush it on, and it gives that colour to the books. Oh, like that. Okay. Rough and ready. Okie dokie. And like I said, they don't have to be perfect, you know, and all that rubbish. So there's one of the books. So I hope you can see that. I'm just going to pop that away in the bag. And I'll do the hat in the middle. I can't speak at all. What's it mean? You're going to meet a stranger?
I think so.
Well, I hope he's over 6 foot, good looking and dark hair. Ray used to be. He did used to be. Dark haired. Well, he was 6'3". He's still 6'3", but he's gone white and bald. Well, not bald, you know, he's thin on top, like. Shh. But they do say if you can't get your words out right, you're gonna meet a stranger. He'd better be good looking, or else I won't speak to him. But yeah, that's all you do. With this one, I put a little emblem on. I've put the glue on the sides, both sides, and then tied some string around. And this is a wraparound one. See, like that. I just want a collection of books that is different. I'm not putting too much of this ink out because it dries up really quick, and I don't want that. See, I don't even fuss that it's gone on the edge of the book. Me ain't bothered. So that's another one done. Here's an itsy bitsy one, and I've turned the leather inside out so you get suede. See, I never knew you could do that. Well, I mean, I have done for a long while, but years ago, I used to wonder how you got suede and how you got leather. It's the same bloody thing, just turn it inside out.
Yep.
Well, I didn't know that, did I? Or you can get the same thing by turning it inside out. So, what I like about Butterbee Scraps, please go along and have a look at hers. I have a parcel due in any day right now. Any day right now. And here, I've put one of the little flowers on and then a little pearl in the front. And I'm just going to darken that pearl. Oh, it looks yellow now. Oh, never mind. So, yeah, that is one that is turned inside out. So, that's another one done. And then, we've got this here. I'll show you the books as I do them.
Come on.
Now this one, I've actually threaded a little bit of red ribbon through it, so that boy, your road's noisy. Do you hear me, woman? Chris!
Huh?
Did you hear me?
No.
I went, boy, your road's noisy.
Yes.
I'm going, in it, and you went, huh? Yeah, anyway, so this one, I've taken one of the Butterbee scraps. Let me just see if I've got one here. I've got one here. Look, something like that. And I bent it round the edge of the book, and then fastened it down front and back and put a pearl in it. Put the glue on the sides and the little ribbon there. And we've got another style book. So that's that one. They're really good. I mean, you can cut these off and use smaller ones. You can do all sorts with them. I love playing around with them. Come on, ink. Don't do that to me. I could have coloured them before I did them, but I didn't. That's what I like playing about afterwards. Yeah, we've just had the dogs out for a good run. And my God, they were absolutely shattered, but they still wanted to play ball. These are just little books. Now you get the little tiny ones. Put a bit of ribbon round it. That's fine. I've got a couple of those to do. How are you, my dear, anyway?
Doing good.
Good. Again, here's another one. That's the full plate I've put on the front of the book. And left it like that. And I have edged most of them with the gold rub and buff. But I'm going to show you how to do one of these. So that's that one. And then this one again is a wraparound with just a little bit of leather. Is the way I cut the leather. So I might show you how to do this one, to be honest. A little bit more, just a touch, and put that down there. There, that's all you need to do with these. Look at that when I wrapped it round like leather and put a little bit of ribbon through it.
Oh, cool.
So, let's soak that. And where's my blooming lid? There it is. Ooh, wipe it. I don't like it when it's a bit wet round the edges. Otherwise you can never open the bottle. So I'll just show you those again, and then I'll make one. So we've got this one, just using the glue, little metal plate and a bling. That one using the plate as is, like that, just clipped it on. This one, which is the one I'm going to show you. They don't come undone. I've done it so that they don't come undone. That one, using the plate right away across the binder side. That one that's wrapped over. And then some little ones, and that one. That's turning the leather inside out. So that's those. So what I'm going to do first, Janet, I'm going to show you how to do the witch's hat. I now need to get some felt. Right, I don't measure anything, as you know. Me useless, I don't measure nothing. So what we're going to do is just going to take a strip. I'll tell you the measurements. Roughly. It's about 2 inches deep by 1, 2, 3, 5 inches wide. Okay? And all you're going to do is you need to roll the hat just take one corner from the shortest end and roll that hat round like that. Okay, so you've got that. Oh, bum. I forgot to plug the heat gun in, the glue gun in. So, oh, bum. It's dropped in the bin. Wait a minute. Right, we'll do a book instead for now. I'll just let that heat up. It won't take a minute. Right, we'll do the book instead. Now, I bought some of this. Have you ever used this, Chris? It's that like a foam board.
No.
Well, for these books, you can either use a foam board or you can use this double-sided tape. Okay? So, because I've got no hot glue, we're going to use a double-sided tape. And I have got videos on this. And then what you do is make sure you've got a straight line, which we didn't have, but I have now. Pull your tape out and do the book however big you want it. I'm going to have mine like that. Snip it off. Get your piece of leather. Like that. Undo one side of it. Now I'm going to turn the leather over because I want a suede side. Pop your move that again on there like that, pull that off and roll it over. And just while the glue gun's heating up, and then all I do is chop that off. Now, as you can see, it's not near enough, so I just pop the scissors down and work my way around like that. Now, what I might do, because I do want another lots of books, I have to do a lot of books for this. Let's have a look. This wizard set. So that's one book. I'm going to decorate that up. What I'm going to do is pop on one of these again, and all you do is find the centre of the spine and bend that over like that. And if you can squeeze like that, and then when the glue gun's heated up, then all I'll do is just pop a little bit of glue under there, front and back, and then that one's ready, apart from the colouring. I will put some little... See, I'm just wondering what I've got that I can use instead of... Let me just see. Let me just see. Yeah, I can do that. Let me get the Tim Holtz scissors. I'm just going to snip the corner off here. Because these are so easy, you just cut these up. Okie dokie. So, that's one. Now, let me just get another one. And knowing mine, look, I won't have another corner. How's that? I should have, because I don't use them that much. Let me have a look. Well, actually, I do use them a lot lately. Ever since I've been buying them off there, I've been using quite a few of them. Come hither, where are you, where are you, come hither. Oh. Do you remember when I dropped when Raymond dropped them? Chris?
Yeah?
When Ray dropped this tray all over and I was supposed to sort it out, I never did. And they're everywhere, they're all over the blooming place. I'm going to keep a few of these out because I do need to use them on the books. I should have sorted them out and I never did. I had them all organised and just right, and then Ray dropped the whole thing. And they went everywhere. There. No, that's a different one. We need to get the same one. And no doubt I won't have one. Oh, me's gonna be stuck if me don't have one. Oh, I like that one. I'm not seeing. I don't. Here have we got? Yes, got one. Just bang all these together. Now, Butterbee Scraps did send me a huge quantity of them, you know, to show people. And I've done a video on them, so if you want to go and have a look at the video, please do. And it's under Butterbee Scraps, jennings644. But, like I say, I'm waiting for another parcel to come in. Because she's got some new things, and I can't wait to show them. Right, now, the reason why I've done that is because, look, I've made myself some tiny, tiny wee corners. Look at that. Isn't that going to look fab? And my glue gun's ready. So grab it while I can. Pop a little bit of glue on there. And then sit that in there. Like that. Let's get this one ready. Make sure it's where I need it. You only need a smidgen of glue. Like that. And there you go, I've got that on. And then all I need to do is pull that back, pop a wee bit of glue underneath, and push that back on. Turn it round. I don't know if you're watching this actually. I don't know if I'm in shot. And do that. So I've cut out of the corner. I mean, even that looks nice now. So I can still use that as a corner. But to get the corners for the little book, I've just snipped a little bit out. Like that. Not nice. Just going to... do that again. And best thing about this is you can wipe it off if you get it over. Anywhere, like that. And there you go. And all I need to do there is to attach a wee little bit of bling. When I can find one, that is. Hey, come here. Hey, come here. Do you know, I can never get hold of these blooming pearls. They drive me nuts. But there again, done everything. Very hard. Is it. I got it. I think. Oh, bum. Do you know that word bum's been going around a lot today? It blooming well has. I've got this tiny, tiny wee oval shaped pearl. I'm just going to sit on there. Whoopsie-daisy. Like that. And that's my bit of decoration on my book. I don't like going over the top with them. And then if I want to look like I've put... No, I'll leave that one. I could add some ribbon coming through here. But that'll stay like that. And that's made a nice little decorative book. So, that's that. That's another one done. I've got glue strands all over. So, now we can get on with the hat. Let's go back to doing the hats. So, here's my 2.5 by 5. Actually, it don't matter. Just cut yourself a strip. And you're going to roll the felt from the corner. Roll it in, you know, over your thumb like that. Try and get it to that corner. Okay, and then what you do is you just glue that end. So you're making a cone. That's all you're doing is making a cone. So do that. Don't worry about the top of the hat. We can rectify that doing that. And then glue the edge of the hat. Like that. And then all you have to do is cut it into like a cone, like that. And there's part of your wizard's hat. Now the way I got mine to crease down, well, I'm going to put a bit of glue in there actually. all I did, I popped a little bit of glue on the side and bent that down like that, and just squeezed it, and it bent the hat like that. That's all I did. Now for the circle bit, I cut a square. I just thought, well, if that's the hat, you're going to need a really good brim on it. So just cut one big enough. Just cut a circle. Cut the circle down when you've put the hat top on. You know, the top section on. So just cut yourself a big enough circle. Right? Glue around the edge of the hat. Pop the little hat on top of the circle. I mean, you could leave it like that, but because it's not even, I'm just going to even it out. Like that. And then all I did, once that's dry, was fold it in half and snick. See there? And pop the scissors in the hole. And you only want it space enough just to put it onto the pole. Okay. Just cut the little hole out like that. You're not going to see underneath because it's on the pole. Like that. And there you go. You've got a little witch's hat. And then all I did, I took a piece of leather, which this is why I keep all the strips. Right. Cut. I think my son's just arrived. Yeah, that'll do. And then I took the leather and glued that on around the hat like that, and then popped on I've got a buckle. I could put a little buckle on there if I wanted to, but that's how you do them. I'm gonna have to go. I'm just gonna go see what my son needs, what my son's here for. So he doesn't normally come at this time of night. Right, we're back again. Oh, what I might do is just edit this film. I've put the hole in ready for it to go on the pole. Take the piece of leather. Now I need a buckle. I can't remember where I put the buckles. In the miniature box, I think. In my miniature box. Oh, I don't know, I can't remember. My box is getting rather full of miniatures. But at least I'm getting them done. Yeah, because that's the one I did before and just put a little button thing on. These are all the miniatures that I collect, and I buy them or make them. I mean, I made that book the other day. That's going to go on the stand. I've made a stand for it. So I've got to finish the stand off. But, oh, I don't know where it is. I might just... Oh, I'll just do a plain band with a bead on it or something. Okay, so all I'm going to do now is just... clear my blooming desk up. Do you know what, Chris? My desk is a wreck. And I had it all done nicely. So I'm just going to move that over like that. Like that. And then chop that off. I never make it without... I always make a band long enough so that I can alter it if I have to. See, like that. And like you say, just pop that on there like that. So it's a nice bit of leather. Just take any of the glue off. And then to that, I just add, let's see what button we've got, something or other. Oh, bum. It's gone on the floor, can't be bothered. Here's a little silvery button that I've got that I can put a little bead in there. So I'm just going to find where I want to put this. That's the back of the hat, that's the front. Take the button, put that on. Take a little pearl. And I can find one small enough. Hopefully that will, yeah, that should fit. Pop a bit of glue in there. So Janet, I hope you can do it from this video. And there you go. I've got a little hat to go on a pole. Okay. Now my wizard's going to have lots of different hats, Chris.
You're going to have what?
Lots of different hats for my wizard, because she's going to have a party hat, a Christmas hat, a birthday hat, a spring hat. And so I'm going to do a little stand with all the hats on for each month or each time of the year.
That'll be good.
Yeah. God knows how big this kitchen's going to be. It's only supposed to be a shoebox, but it's already surpassed that. So there you go. Nice little hat. So that's that. What else did she want? A hat and what? Oh, the hat stand. Well, I do need another hat stand, so what I'm going to do is I'll make the hat stand, and you need quite a bit of wire. Better to have more than you need rather than less than you need. So I'm just using this. I think this is 20 gauge wire. Okay, and I'm just going to unwind quite a bit of it. And then cut this like that. And then I need a piece of wood, which I'm going to use this one. That's big enough for what I need. Have you heard off Jim yet?
Nope.
Whoa, that man's going to be in trouble when he gets in. He promised us he'd keep in touch. Right, yeah, I think that's going to be... Is it going to be big enough? No. Is it? No, it's not. I'm going to have to get one a little bit bigger than that. Just hang on fire. Let's cut one from here, because it's going to have quite a few hats on it. That's more like it. Where's my cutters? That's more like it. Just cut a piece off. Trim it down. Like that. Squash the end back. And then what I'm going to do is I start and make a loop. Oops. Go back on. Just tighten that up as tight as you can get it. Like that. Pop a bit of glue around the end. And push that up. Oops, like that. And at the same time, don't worry about the wire, we'll sort that out when we've got this done. Pop some glue around like that. And I just keep turning it till it gets harder. Okie dokie, like that. It just stops that wire being able to, you know, coming off. Never mind that, we just twist that around. And then, as soon as that has dried, we can move on. Where have you gone, Chris? Have you buggered off? Sure she can't hear me. Yeah, that's drying. And what we do is we turn that around the top like that. Okay, couple of twists. Pull some of this out. Now you're going to make like a fork in it. So you do that, pull it back out again, and they don't have to be exact at all. So you've made like that shape. You can pull it out. Look, you make like a fork in it. Then turn that and twist like that, and keep twisting till the wire has gone back down to the wood. Okay, and then what we're going to do is wrap it round again once or twice, and do another fork on the opposite side. And twist. And twist that till you've gone back down to the wood. Wrap that around again a couple of times. And we're going to make another fork. Twist that back down till it's got down to the wood again. Take it around and twist. And make another fork. And then twist again. Now these don't have to be any particular size. They're just for hanging things from. Okay, wrap that around again a couple of times and make another fork. Now I've got several hats. I will have several hats, so mine's going to hold hats. And make another fork. What are you, lady?
Hello?
Weena, where you been? We heard you go toilet flush. Okie dokie. Now what we need is, I think we'll do one more fork.
Cold in here.
Oh, it's cold in your house.
Mm-hmm.
So we just do that.
I haven't needed the heater for a while, so...
Yeah.
Because it's been warm, but today it's freezing.
And then what we're going to do is just wrap that round at the bottom like that. Okay. So then I've got, I can put 6 hats on mine. Now these, you can turn them around so they're facing each other. And dip your arms wherever you want them. Like that. Right, and turn all the hands around. Now you can either cup a bottle in one of those and have a hat and a bottle, or you just leave it out rested like that, open them out flat in it to enable you to put your books on. So that's all you do with them. So you can either cup them and put a bottle in there, lay them flat and put a book on there, or just use them to put your hats on, to grip a hat. Where's mine? There we go. Well, I'm just going to use that and fold it back actually, just so that it's can grip the hat. So where's my hat gone? Oh, here. Put it back in the box. So look, my hats would stand on there like that. But you need the feet on it. So the way to do that is get your wire. Has that video loaded of the dogs yet?
Yeah.
How is it? take your wire, bend it down like that, so the length of the wood, and then I would just wrap it round tightly, like that, around the bottom, just like that. And then once you've painted it, you're not going to see any of that. It's all going to be done, you know, out the way. You won't see it. Now you need to make 3 feet, and you do exactly the same. So I'm just going to, you only do 1 bend there, not 2. You don't make a fork in it. Okay, so hold it together and then twist the leg. Wrap the wrap the wire round once, and you need to do the same again, like that. Now you can have 3 or 4 legs. I think I'm only going to have 3 on mine. Wrap the wire above and below that, but we are going to seal it with some glue. And I need another leg, so I'm going to bring that wire, this section here, like that, and bring that wire up and round. Tighten these as much as you want. And there's the other leg. So if you find them a bit long, tighten them up and it'll get smaller. And what we're going to do now is just pop a bit of glue around the base of that. And that will keep that on. Like I say, it doesn't have to be neat at all. And then you just bend the shape of the legs however you want them. And it's best that they're not done, you know, neat. So there's my rickety one. Okay, like that, and my little hat will sit on it like that, or on there like that. And I can put all the other bits on there, and that's all it is. Once it's painted black, they look fabulous. And then do they go over it with gold, rub and buff. And the more rickety they look, the better, to be honest, for a wizard set. Got glue strings everywhere. Okay, but that's how you do them. Simple, quick and easy. And they look fab. There, look, I've made one.
Oh, cute!
All I'm going to do is paint it black and rub it in rub and buff.
That's awesome.
So all the little hats will go on there. I like them. I think they're brill. Right, so that's it for now. I'll get this video loaded up and I'll speak to you soon. Take care for now. Say goodbye, Chris.
Goodbye, everyone.